Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of Quick Picks. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy JJ alongside of my esteemed panelists. We got Randy over here. We got my cousin Ty. We got my cousin Ryan over there. We also have Eric B. Today we are here to talk to you about 90s cartoons. You know, I'm happy that, we're honestly doing this because off the pilot episode, didn't know, how the idea would, come out and, come about. And we did it on the Hanna-Barbera era, and lo and behold, got big reception. It was pretty dope. And, Ryan came out with the W. He came out with the W. But there was also on the flip side, we had Randy come out with the L. So just like in any sport, Randy is now having the very, very first pick of this draft. Now, Eric coming in for the very first time, to not complicate it with everyone, he's going to take my place as the second pick. So it's going to be officially two members of Team 1992 and two members of Team 1997 going at it for the draft. So, fellas, real quick, and I want to start it off with Randy. Based off of last episode coming into this one, what's your thought process in terms of drafting?
It's the same as last time. I may not have won last time, but I know I had a good team. But I'm just gonna come with it. So just be ready, guys.
Tyler, you came in second. You had the lead for a better part of the week, and then right as it was a little clutch at the very end, Ryan came up with the W. What is your thought process heading into this
one? First things first, I'm gonna need Ryan to mentally shut his ass up because I can hear your thoughts, and your ass is saying a little bit too much. I can hear your thoughts. It's been a while, but I still know what you think. Like, second, I'm okay. I'm okay with it. Like Randy said, I mean, none of us had bad teams. I think that, with the bigger amount of people voting, especially with being the first episode and all, I think with more people voting, we should see a little bit more evenness in the pooling of the votes, so to speak. So hopefully it works out very well. Ryan, I told your ass to shut up. I can still hear you. I still hear you. What are you looking for? Help?
Let's get Ryan on this. So Ryan, you did ultimately come up with the W. You heading into this 90s episode, and with this new format with the draft board implemented, what's your thought process going into this one?
Y'all just trying to find ways to break down the black man, but it's okay. I took a dub. Nobody expected it. But since it was so outlandish, we're going to have to put on some handicaps. But it's okay. It's all right, If anything was proven in the last match,
like the Black Pete Dunne.
God is on my side.
Eric, it's your very first time on Quick Picks. What's your thought process going into this bad boy?
Speaking of light.
Listen, speaking of light, because we all know on the backstage brawl, my light shines bright. Coming into this, I am just excited to do this. 90s cartoons, very, very, very nostalgic for me. I'm excited. That's it. I'm just excited. And I'm hoping to come out with the win on my very first time being here.
And Ryan alluded to, there's absolutely no losers at the end of the day. This is all nostalgia. This is all one of those things where at the end of the day, we see, the bracketology and the bunch of shows that we just look back upon. And it's one of those things where, we in quarantine. This show, I'm going to pull up and I'm going to watch this, you know what I'm saying? So not only gives good, talking points that, that makes us have discussions here, but it also gives us a little bit of binge watching stuff to, go off of, especially during quarantine now. So
absolutely.
Dealing with this draft pool here, essentially it broken into six divisions. We have the hero division headlined by Captain Planet, Spider-Man, and Batman. We have the primetime division headlined by The Simpsons, Dragon Ball Z, and Yu Yu Hakusho. We got the squad division with Author, Magic School Bus, Recess, you name it, it's there. Splat division, aka Nickelodeon, you have Rugrats, Hey Arnold, Ren and Stimpy, Rocko's Modern Life, and Doug. Boomerang division, you already know what it is. You have Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo, Courage, Dexter's, Animaniacs, and Toon division. Got Tiny Toon Adventures, Aladdin, Goof Troop, Darkwing Duck, and Pinky and the Brain. That being said, the floor is, with the first pick, is beheld by one Randy Lewis. Randy, who is the first pick in the draft?
With the first pick on Team Randy, From the Splat division,
Oh God.
Hey Arnold.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. I like it.
Okay. You're lucky you're not.
Come,
We didn't come here to play no games.
as a mediator, it brings so much glee to myself knowing that Hey Arnold, one of my favorite shows of all time. I was getting a little heat for it, because like in the comments section, hyping up this episode, I put it in my top 10 and in my top 3. They were like, Hey Arnold, a little boring. Listen, Hey Arnold put me through grade school. If you want life lessons to know how to make moves as an adolescent, you watch Hey Arnold. So number 1 pick, definitely Hey Arnold. Shouts out to you, Randy. No bias, but shouts out to you. Second pick in the draft, Big E. What you got, brother?
All right. With my first pick, I'm going Hero Division.
Oh God.
And of course, everybody who knows me should know who I'm getting ready to pick. I'm picking Batman the Animated Series.
Okay.
I got to go with that. I got to go with it. First little bit of drama that I experienced in my life. What can I say? That's what I'm going with.
We're going to scratch it off. So first 2 got Hey Arnold, and we also have Batman the Animated Series. We also have Batman Beyond, I believe, because the whole franchise started out in the 90s, and then it carried
all of that. The original Batman Animated Series, the New Adventures, and Batman Beyond.
The one that was on Fox, started on Fox.
Yes.
Yeah, man. WB at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Got all that. So the Hero Division getting some love. The Splat Division getting some love. Third pick in the draft. Kid Ty, what you say, man?
I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna pick Batman, but I was 1 spot off because, goddamn, you had. Yeah, he got me. That's part of the rules. Like, it's so easy to lose your thoughts. God damn it! I need the graphic. Nah, there is one that I do want to secure now. Let me see. I'm going to take.
This could all be edited. Don't worry. I'm
gonna. Hey man, I already know one that I want to take right now. I want to take. I'm gonna take Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh.
And here's the thing. I'm taking Yu Yu Hakusho for a lot of reasons. One, it's one of the greatest animes ever created. Most people who've watched it can agree on that. One of the few animes where people actually say it was better in English than it was in Japanese.
Shout out to Toonami.
One of the best casts for a show ever. Like, there's not many people can have shows where you care about pretty much everybody on the show.
And not to mention the theme song itself got you hyped.
Yes, one of the most iconic theme songs, not even just in anime, period.
All right, so third pick, we have Yu Yu Hakusho. And fourth pick, we officially have the reigning champion. We have Ryan Tony here. Ryan, what do you have at number 4?
So, this pick, not against anybody in here, for what I'm about to pick. This is what brought me into the weeb world. So, I'm going to have to take something that's very precious to a certain somebody in here. And I'm going to have to say the Dragon Ball franchise.
This should be disqualified.
You can't.
Dragon Ball was technically in the 80s. It was technically in the 80s.
It was technically in the 80s, as was Spider-Man. However,
Dragon Ball robbed me in my house.
Listen, also,
my house.
Oh, God.
So I will preface it by saying each and every one of us had a take on what may go on the list.
Mm-hmm.
And the final list was made. It was okayed. So definitely Dragon Ball does get the 4th pick. I was shocked you got picked ahead. That's just me. But in any event, for it to go back to back, it does serve some justice. So to round out the first 4 picks, of course, we had ourselves Hey Arnold, we had the Batman franchise, we had Yu Yu Hakusho, and of course, Dragon Ball Z. Right back to Randy for the 5th pick, second round. What say you, brother?
With the second pick from the Toon division,
all right,
like Father, like son, always number one. I gotta go with the Goof Troop because they always stick together.
Going Goof Troop.
Gotta go with the Goof Troop. Best of friends forever. Side by side, wherever we are, we're always having a ball.
I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Whatchamacallit?
I got so bad he left.
He's on off. He's on.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh,
I'm checking the list.
He's-
I'm checking the list.
It's like, yo, ain't this about some bullshit, man? This is
Nah, man.
this is some
I knew it was gonna be on Randy's list.
Randy coming with it. Heavy hitters. He has Hey Arnold and Goof Troop. Y'all gonna learn some lessons with Randy's TV block. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Second pick for Eric B. What say you, Eric?
With the second pick, I am going with something that is still on to this very day that we all watch from the primetime division. I'm going South Park. It's still going on. Between them and The Simpsons, they're the longest reigning 90s TV shows that are still on.
Dude, check it out! Time Cop on DVD. 3 copies for $18. 1 copy is $9.98, but this way you save like $20. You only need 1 copy, Artard. Okay, fine, dumbass. You go ahead and buy 1 copy for $9.98.
90s was their era. Like, they came out with the heavy hit in 1980. I believe 1988, 89 was around the time of Simpsons. South Park coming in 97. South Park was a culture phenomenon within a year. Like, it was that incredible. So definitely South Park deserves a spot in the second round of this list in the top 10. Shouts out to South Park. Tyler, you are up next on this draft board. What say you, man?
I was right behind Big E. I was picking The Simpsons. That's what I was afraid he was going to pick in the first place. I'm taking The Simpsons.
Okay, I like it.
Damn
we
right.
We going after longevity. We going for the LeBron James.
He threw the lob up, man. I was ready to go, but he threw the lob up. What we do right.
I respect it. Again, you know, both of those shows synonymous for just longevity over 20 seasons. Definitely big time. Ryan, you got some stiff competition, man. What's your counter, man? What's your counter punch? Oh, muted. You're muted.
You're muted, bro.
A few minutes later.
The champs time.
From the hero division.
Oh, there we go. Hold on.
Something a little close to my heart. Before anybody snatch him up, I'm gonna have to go with Spider-Man, the franchise. You know?
I like that.
I grew up off of him. Still my favorite hero, you know?
This man Ryan
he's
said
not
I'm
the strongest, but he gets the job done. So you know,
that's a fact.
He really picking all the mainstream picks right now.
Taught us a lot of life lessons about hoes and all that. So,
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Ryan, shut your ass up.
Going into the third round, right back to Randy. Randy's looking like he's plotting. What say you, man?
Well, like my first pick, I'll go back to the Splat division. With the third pick, shout out to Jumbo Productions. As I go funny, Doug, funny.
He has Hey Arnold and he has Doug. That's like life's lessons.
Yes, Goof Troop also. Come on.
That's some stiff competition. Big E, man, counter this. Randy looking like he's not trying to miss tonight. He's not trying to miss tonight.
Ooh, I got a couple, but you know what? I'm gonna go with this for my third pick for the boomerang, and I'm surprised nobody has took it off the board yet.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna plead my case after I say this.
Take courage already.
I'm throwing haymakers with this one. I'm taking Dexter's Laboratory at number 3.
Let's go. Listen,
I'm taking Dexter's
I don't like
Lab.
when everyone who's in front of me be taking my picks, man.
And the reason why I'm taking Dexter's Lab was a platform for other cartoons. The Justice Friends was in there. Monkey was in there. And they all intertwined in the Dexter's Lab story.
Plus
And
Powerpuff
Dexter's
Girls.
and Powerpuff Girls as well. And then Dexter's Lab also had a episode. Go Dexter's Family Go. Like, come on, it's iconic.
One of the writers turned out to do one of the most iconic shows in the 2000s that was made in 1999. Yeah, Randy's putting it up right there. Family Guy, Seth MacFarlane, one of those writers on the Dexter's Laboratory. So definitely, I'm personally shocked that it did take this long. I'm also personally shocked that Doug took this long in this round. That being said, it is taken, it is coveted. Tyler with his counter punch. What you got, brother?
I need to be saved right now. I got a beef with everybody today. I got to fight Eric. I got to fight the champ. I got to fight Randy, who's here trying to avoid getting L'd out. I hate this. I hate this.
Randy's not even playing around today. Usually Randy got the whole grand. You got the whole grand speech before.
Randy's making a playlist for his.
He's going for the jug. He's just like, hey, listen, this is what my pick. I'm out.
Nah, he's making a playlist for his future kid right now. He's got all these life lessons and shit. He's got all this like, just nobody want to learn in 2020. Unfortunately, we want to, but nobody want to try. I'm gonna be honest with you, Rand. Your list probably could save some people's lives right now.
Damn right.
But I need saving. I'm going to the hero division for some saving. I'm taking X-Men.
That's right.
Taking X-Men.
I like it.
God damn it.
Like,
no, don't look at me like that, Ryan. With that one bang. What is that on your face? Actually, a bang. I don't know what
I call this my Super Saiyan 2 curl.
No, it's called your hair going every direction on every pick. That's what it's called.
I'm picking power up. That's why.
But y'all took Superman. No, not Superman. You took Spider-Man. You took Batman. We can't act like those were the only two main superhero franchises.
I'll give you this. X-Men also had a lot of drama. I mean, Wolverine was in a love triangle throughout that whole show.
Died, bro. He died.
That was my first bit of drama as a kid coming.
I cried when he died. Bro.
X-Men was a little too hot for me growing up. Like,
no, X-Men conditioned people for the superhero group thing well before Justice League became a concept, well before the current MCU era of the Avengers right now. Well, actually, I can't say that, but it was one of the best iterations of doing the group superhero.
That's a fact.
I would argue,
and I don't think it gets enough love.
I would argue because of that.
I feel like I would say it started with Justice Friends, but X-Men's drama and like everything.
Professor X died, man.
In terms of the current template of how people do, like, if Batman is influential for all the things he did.
Professor X died.
I know, but I'm trying to help the case. I'm saying, like, if Batman sets a tone in more ways than one for how we see superhero shows in animation and the movies.
Professor X died.
No, shut the fuck up.
No! Yeah, because you organized off of that list, off of the hero division, X-Men is that got it. Off of those elements of which you just mentioned earlier.
Well, hey, Spider-Man crossed over.
Spider-Man.
It ain't about you, Ryan. All right, it ain't about you.
X-Men got it, like on multiple levels. Speaking of Ryan, it is your pick. Your pick is up, brother. What you got?
Now it's about you.
All right, so I'm gonna have to pick something a little close to my heart. You know, some people might say the main character sounds like my mom when she yells.
Oh!
I'm gonna go to the Boomerang division.
Good one.
And I'm gonna have to get Courage the Cowardly Dog. You know what I'm saying?
Because that was my next one. Okay. That was good.
Have I even dipped into Cartoon Network yet? Y'all are robbers.
If this was the early 2000s, oh my God, I'd be heated, bro.
I would have chokeslammed you if it was the early 2000s.
All right.
Go ahead, Randy. Go ahead.
With the fourth pick in this
by the way, this is the last round off of the board. The next pick, you guys can pick any cartoon that is off the board. Any cartoon.
Oh,
any 90s cartoon, just as long as it comes before 1998. So we ain't doing, because all the 1999 cartoons, they went into the 2000s. We saved that for 2000. But 1998 back, we rock out with it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the research.
So,
yeah.
What do you think?
With the fourth pick in the 90s draft pool from the Boomerang division, Warner Brothers' own Animaniacs.
I was waiting for somebody to pick that, man.
It gave birth to Pinky and the Brain.
Yes, sir.
It helped with so many other side shows that came after that. The producers basically gave up some of the best cartoons after that on the Kids WB block. So I have to go with Animaniacs. You know, hey, you had stars involved with the show. You know,
that was a fire show.
Yakko, Doc, and Waldo. So you gotta understand, man. Those Animaniacs.
Eric B, last pick off the board. That is.
I have been sitting here contemplating which one do I want to take, and to me, there is no right or wrong answer with this.
No right or wrong.
But my brain is torn right now. But you know what I'm gonna do? From the same division I'm picking, from the squad division. This is so hard. But I used to watch this in school. I'm pretty sure everybody else used to watch it in school too.
Cruising
Randy,
down
I'm
on
pretty
Main
sure you
Street. Does it like you're feeling good?
That's exactly what I'm taking.
Octopus in the
Rest
neighborhood.
in peace to Little Richard. I gotta go with the Magic School Bus. Word to Miss Frizzle.
Like it.
Magic School Bus.
When you get sick from school, when you sick from school, or you sick from school, and you
I had to throw. I felt like I might lose a couple of people with the Batman and the South Park and everything, so I had to throw a little education in there.
Yeah. Shout out to Malcolm Jamal Warner for producing the show too.
Yes,
so shout out to him and Scholastic. Shout out to them.
Yeah,
you know, the big part of our childhood. So,
and it's crazy too, because you don't. We obviously, like, we associate, you know, Malcolm Jamal Warner with the Cosby Show and Malcolm and Eddie. You know, both shows of which we can explore in later episodes, but you know, with him having that integral part, like, man, Magic School Bus, the amount of episodes that they did and the episodes that other shows took from them. So, you know, definitely big up.
Family Guy, they definitely took a lot from them.
Tyler, your last pick on the board. This your fourth pick out of 5. What you got?
See, I was mad earlier with the Dragon Ball robbing, because I was like, well, that's just common sense. That's just common sense. It's the most, like, mainstream anime probably of all time, right?
Yeah.
But when we were younger, there were other animes that broke through the ceiling. And this one, to this day, I love. I'm going with the squad division. I'm taking Pokemon.
I knew it.
And
that's it.
You can't. Here's the thing. Now, look, Pokemon's iconic. Everybody remembers it who grew up with it. And
I know every theme song.
All the iterations, the original Pokemon theme song. Talk about a real 90s show.
I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside.
Pokemon, it's you and me. I know it's our destiny, Pokemon.
Oh, you're my best friend in a world we must defend.
Please don't sue us.
Please.
But to plead my case, I'm gonna say, like, it was one of the most popular animes of all time, to the point where it was one of those animes that people didn't even realize was an anime. It was that mainstream of a cartoon in America.
Yeah.
During that time, you had a lot of other shows that had similar concepts. Obviously, Yu-Gi-Oh! People bringing up, you know, Digimon, even Beyblade for a short period of time. That whole concept of having monsters inside average, ordinary toys. The video games, the multiple iterations, the shows. And for people who think that Pokemon is outdated, y'all were playing Pokemon Go a couple years ago.
Damn right, I still am.
I almost died because of Pokemon Go.
Yeah,
if it wasn't for Charles' ass trying to catch Pokemon while driving, I might not be here today. So as far as I'm concerned, Pokemon, to this day, no matter what, well, I mean, not everybody might be updated on the current versions, but the original version from the 90s going into the 2000s at its peak, everybody rocks with the OG Pokemon. So let's just get that off the board already because it's a shame that didn't get picked.
Well,
You
were talking earlier about a shame, right? Now I know it's finally my pick, the last pick, right? And I had to look at the Splat division. And I was just curious to why in the hell in the Splat goddamn division this was not picked. This is an outrage. If we ever grew up and did not watch this show, I don't know where we would be right now. And I'm going to have to say Rugrats. How did nobody choose Rugrats? Yo.
I'm going to tell you why nobody picked Rugrats. This show was, the main characters were babies, but it was one of the most adult shows you could watch if you paid close attention. We all hated Angelica with a burning passion.
Was a bitch.
That damn crack-headed demon doll she had in her head, Cynthia, just roaming around. Whoa! Listen,
that is the name. Her name just happens to be Cynthia, so
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
My point being, and then it also led to the sequel, Rugrats. Now I'm not Rugrats, All Grown Up. Where you got to see them grown, but you know the creepy pastas made out of that show, all the theories as to what happened to certain people. Like, what was that one where it was like, what happened to Chucky's mom or something like that?
I heard about them all being dead and Angelica is imagining them.
Yep.
Like, bro, that show, like, who picked Courage?
Oh, I did.
Randy.
Oh, you picking some creepy ass shows, man. You started off with the gateway, like I'm gonna have a happy list.
Because these shows really capture us as kids, and we will never forget that.
I will say this much about Rugrats being last. It is a travesty that it has lasted this long. However, that being said, it being picked, you do get the rights to, especially being in the 90s, not only the All Grown Up later on, not only Rugrats in Paris, but the original Rugrats movie. You talk about the scene when Tommy Pickles and Dill is in and he just pissed off and he's just like,
man, that was powerful.
Right.
That was powerful.
That movie
it was powerful.
That was
right in the field.
That scene, he could have won an Oscar for that scene, and I wouldn't have been mad at it.
That's it. That's a fact. And that's back in the day when you had to put the cassette and it was an orange, the orange cassette tape.
It's crazy to me that we have a generation of kids right now who are going to grow up on YouTube content creators.
That's a fact. And
they're not going to have like these type of cartoons like readily available, like off rip. Like they might find out about it later on. But 90s, 2000s, 80s, like some of the shows we're picking right now, like these really are binge worthy. I really do feel like they hold up. They're not like nostalgia products they are products of their time, but a lot of these lessons, if y'all been seeing how the world is and people bringing back old school shows talking about the world issues today, these shows gonna hit your heart, man. I do wanna do the off the board thing, but I know that like it may be tricky. So I'm gonna start off with Randy. I know he probably has some ideas.
I'm gonna be so pissed.
Taking it off the board. What is your final wild card pick? Go ahead.
His hands like I don't want this.
Taking words from Ryan. Gonna stay with my motif. In terms of adventure, it had the hardest intro song back in the day on the Cartoon Network. And I just gotta make sure that people understand where I'm coming from. You know, it started all the way back in 1960s. And Eric, I'm sorry.
You know I was gonna pick
The Real Adventures of Johnny Quest.
Johnny Quest made a return on this episode?
I didn't know.
Randy did not let Johnny Quest go.
God.
Understand, man.
Fire extinguisher. He said he's not losing. He is
man.
He doesn't want to lose.
Ryan,
let me tell you something.
You see that title on your shoulder, Ryan? You might lose it.
And the thing about it is, I knew Eric was probably going to choose it at one point in time before this happened. And then the fact that he said Racing Bandit, I was like, I knew where he was going.
Yo, that's dirty, man.
He did it.
Took the rug right under.
Sorry, bro.
Not only his tag team partner, his Team 92. It's crazy. It's crazy. There's so much heel turns. This could have been
Ryan. Listen, Ryan, we got to stick together now. We got thieves out here.
Ain't nobody. Nobody is being saved in the makings of this.
I'm glad. Okay,
Eric, go ahead, brother. The floor's yours.
I just want to say something real quick. The New Adventures of Johnny Quest changed my life.
Facts.
That was a great show. It was such a great show.
Oh my
god! And the fact that me and Randy, this is why me and Randy are tag team partners, man. Because man. All right, so look,
that show was ahead of its time, bro.
Oh my god, was it? Okay, so everybody here has, well, 2 out of the 4 has animes, and I feel like I'm gonna go with the anime.
Okay.
So this is gonna be one that nobody really thought of.
I feel like
shouts out to Tuxedo Master. I'm going with Sailor Moon.
He said he is not. Listen, we spared no expense for this. No expense. Eric, Randy, Ty, Ryan, they all coming for the jugular. I like it.
That ship is
I like it.
I like that pick.
I like it. Tyler, you got to follow it up, man. You got to follow it up. Heavy hitters, man.
There it is.
My own family is attacking me. What do you mean I gotta follow it up? Ryan trying to get revenge on me from 4 years when I was 4 years old. Randy over here, sky hooking his pick. Eric's known me the least, and he's whooping my ass. I'm getting smacked, man. What is this? I gotta think. No, I already thought about it. I'm good. No, I'm good. I thought about it. Sailor Moon, that was good.
Oh, maybe you should have
good.
Oh,
God. I love you for that one.
I'm so scared.
I didn't have an anime on my list. I had to get one.
I have a few, and I had to because I don't trust Ryan.
Oh no!
But I know which one I'm picking. I got a third one.
Randy, you
one
done
of the
no. I'm good with what I have. I know what he's picking because he picked before Ryan. And that's screwed up.
I picked Yu Yu Hakusho, one of the greatest of all time.
Oh God!
I picked Pokemon, one of the most successful of all time.
Where you going?
But I'm gonna pick a show that people didn't even think was an anime, but they just loved it all around. I'm picking the GOAT. I'm picking the GOAT, one of the top 5 all time, if not number 1.
Put the hat on.
Cowboy Bebop.
I knew it.
One of the greatest intro songs of all time. One of the best stories of all time. One of the easiest animes to watch during a time where animes were regularly going into the hundreds. Cowboy Bebop stopped at lucky number 26. That's 2 13s, some awesome-ass movies. One of the best dubs for an anime that ever existed. The Japanese version's dope also. And it was one of the first animes to get people to watch anime, period. And it still holds up. Everybody want to be like Spike. All your favorite influencers talk about this dude. King Vader? Half of your favorite influencers on Instagram. Oh, come on now, man.
RCDC World is dominating.
Why you do Tyler like? Why you do Ryan like that, bro?
He stopped me. Y'all all been stomping on me. I'm tired of getting praise danced on in these damn competitions.
He said, it ain't over yet.
You said it ain't over.
You can't even see me fully with that bang in your face.
I don't have to. I don't have to.
That's how anime works, man. You don't even have to see. You see from one side, just one side. One side and a toothpick. That's
all right. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Ryan, you have the very last pick in the draft.
So
this is the last round off of the board. The next pick, you guys can pick any cartoon that is off the board. Any cartoon. Any 90s cartoon, just as long as it comes before 1998. So we ain't doing, because all the 1999 cartoons, they went into the 2000s. We saved that for 2000. But 1998 back, we rock out with it.
Something so typical. I really thought y'all were gonna say this, and my heart was stopping every time when y'all were talking. But y'all all went the anime route except for Randy. Now, this show is probably one of the greatest shows that have came out of the 90s that nobody even realized came out of the 90s. And it's from the Splat division. I'm going to have to say SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, that was 99.
That doesn't.
That was 99.
We
I thought we were
doing
doing up to 98.
We ain't doing 99.
98? Oh.
Yeah.
He really, all right. So
You gonna do me like that, Jay?
Vacate the strap. Vacate the strap.
We can't vacate the strap. We gonna get. He was champion. Champions.
I got a backup. Whatever. We're not doing 99.
Okay, what's the backup? What's the backup?
I got a backup. This is a very flimsy backup, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have to go Freakazoid.
Okay,
that's not bad.
I fucks with Freakazoid. I'm not.
I had to get something from the WB.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. It honestly.
Damn! If only
Hey, listen, man. It could have been. The thing is, and I spoke about this in the makings of the list because again, we have 30 in the bracket right now, and there's a bunch of others that are missing, right? The amount of shows that came out in 99, you had Rocket Power, you had SpongeBob, you had Family Guy, and plenty others that like just defined the late 90s and the 2000s, you know what I mean, for us like a 90s baby. So it was unfair for myself and as well as like for the rest of us to just draft them in this bracket because Fairly Odd Parents came out in the 90s. It dominated in 2001 because it started officially in 01. So, like, there's something to be said about that. That being said,
he didn't want to be ripped apart.
It would have been fucked up if I said, "Oh yeah, cartoons," but I was like, "Nah."
No, listen. Oh yeah, cartoons. That's cheat code. That's a cheat code because you have everything there. If you say, "Oh yeah, cartoons," could you draft Fairly Odd Parents the next episode?
Nope, you can't.
That's the thing.
Talk Zone. You can't draft Fairly Odd Parents.
No, I'm tired of Randy. You want to know something? I'm tired. Because you did this last. No, he did this last list too. This man be picking bundles instead of picking individual cartoons. Man is like Amazon out here. Over here picking bundles. Over here at Walmart buying some PlayStation 4 bundles. He take the whole damn thing. You know what? I'm tired of this. No more franchises. You know why I'm tired of these franchises? Because Randy, you pick one show, you pick them all. All right? Let me tell you something. If we do the 2000s,
yeah,
and your ass pick the Batman franchise again,
I'd kill you.
Some Batman Beyond and Terry McGinnis.
I'd kill you.
Yeah, there's Team 97. That's what I want to see.
I want to see
Ruthless. I want to see Ruthless Ryan.
Ruthless Ryan. Whoa. Doesn't that mean that you can't count Justice League or Justice League Unlimited in the same category?
If you take Batman?
No, I mean like because Justice League is a franchise.
If you take Justice League, do you not want to use it as a bundle?
Exactly.
I'm not going to use it as a bundle.
You telling me you would not take Justice League Unlimited?
No. I actually, funny thing, this probably go up as an extra.
Yeah.
I like Justice League, but I believe Justice League was not the best Warner Brothers like superhero cartoon of that time. I don't. The only thing boy, you know damn well what it is.
Batman Beyond.
No. It's actually not Batman Beyond. Yes.
Let's go. Gotta be
it was Static Shock. And here's the thing that makes me mad, because Justice League was they cared so much and prioritized Justice League so much, they put the endings to Batman Beyond and Static Shock in Justice League instead of letting them have their own season finale, like their own series finales.
True. They reverse CW'd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Until they eventually did it in Justice League Unlimited.
So it is what it is.
Damn about Justice League.
Each and every one of your guys' lists will be put on social media. I gotta say, I loved each and every one of y'all guys' list. Love the conversations. Ryan, Tyler, y'all hilarious. Randy basically doing this thing. He had his game face on. Eric, for the first time, he's like, "Yo, man, I'm coming for the jugular. I ain't playing no games." You know what I mean?
I said the moon pick was.
So I'm definitely anticipating, the responses from the fans. So you guys drafted them. The fans will pick them. Who did best, we'll find out later on. But for now, peace.